Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny Taken King video, and another Update 2.0 video. Now if you guys haven't already seen it, then I put up a video showing you all of the new exotic weapons that have been added to the Bungie Armory as of Update 2.0. So if you guys want to see that, then I'll link it in the description box down below, but in this video, I'm going to show you all the exotic armor. Now if you guys do enjoy this video, then a like is always super appreciated, it really does help me out, and obviously don't forget to comment down below, letting me know what you think of these new armor pieces. So let's kick things off with the Titans. This is the Twilight Garrison. This is an exotic chest piece, and the primary perk on this one is Tactical Air Support. It says here it doesn't actually have a button prompt, but it says press a button while airborne to evade. Yes, you heard that correctly, Titans can now evade in the air if they're wearing this exotic chest item. That's pretty damn cool. I'd say that probably goes as far as to sort of make up for the fact that they don't have blink, so that's going to be really interesting to see. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, whether it will be like, say, a boost jump, or whether it will be kind of like a blink. Either way, we'll have to wait and see, but that is still really cool. Then on top of that, you can, of course, infuse this as well if you want to consume a more powerful piece of armor to boost the defense of this armor. The interesting thing, however, is that you also seem to have the ability to reforge this. Down below, it has basically a list of selectable random selection perks. You can see under the first one, you can have Arc, Solar, or Void Recovery. The second one, you have Arc, Solar, or Void Armor. And then obviously going down, you have things like increased discipline, intellect, and intellect, or strength, strength, and discipline. So it seems that you might actually be able to re-roll these armor pieces to try and get the stats you want. But either way, for the time being, in this video, I'm just going to focus on the key intrinsic perks. So moving over to the next one, these are exotic gauntlets, again for the Titan, the Immolation Fists. We actually saw these in one of the Crucible trailers. I wasn't sure whether they were an exotic or whether they were just sort of like a bulky piece of Crucible armor, but either way, we now know they are indeed an exotic. The exotic perk on these ones is Accelerant. Unlocks the Sunbreaker subclass node Explosive Pyre for free. Enemies brought down by your hammer explode, chaining fiery solar damage to other enemies. So again, this is another one of those exotics that basically unlocks something in your tree, but it is still useful because it then frees you up to use another node in the talents. Moving on from there, you have another pair of exotic gauntlets, this time called Thagomizers. The perk on this one is 1-2 Punch. Fist of Havoc kills recharge your melee, and melee kills recharge your Fist of Havoc. Plus, you gain an additional melee charge. These do look pretty damn insane. Those spikes are a little bit over the top, but either way, that is your next exotic. Moving on from there, you then have one of the ones we've seen before on the Zur Instagram posts, but this is the Imperium Bellicose. The perk on this one is Anti-Grav Thrusters. Aiming this weapon while in the air will hold you in place for a short time, and Orbs of Light collected while your super is full will recharge your melee ability. Then moving on from there, you have the Tychonaut. Now this is another one that I thought wasn't actually an exotic because, let's be honest, in the trailer it didn't actually look that exotic. However, this is actually a special one because this obviously looks like one of the astronaut helmets that you've seen in the very first cinematic trailer for Destiny, the one that kind of starts at the beginning of the game when you start the mission and you see the astronauts walking on the moon. Either way, the perk on this one is Air Traffic Control. All rocket launchers gain tracking. Radar remains visible while zooming with heavy weapons, and heavy ammo drops increase when using a rocket launcher. So in other words, if you don't have Yellowhorn, if you don't have Truth, or you don't have the Hunger of Crota, this can turn any rocket launcher into something very, very similar. And then finally for the Titans, you have a new pair of exotic boots. These are called the Dune Marchers. The perk on this one is Speed Demon. Increased sprint speed, extended slide distance, increased movement speed while aiming your weapon, and a tighter turn radius when sprinting. I'm definitely interested to sort of see how that tight turn circle really works, because that could well be something super awesome, especially if you pair it with, say, the Striker class and you can actually have a super tight turning circle and then go straight into a shoulder charge. That could be pretty lethal, but either way, they do look pretty cool. Then moving on to the Hunters. This is one of the ones that I picked out the other day in one of the trailers. I mentioned it's probably part of the ATS-8 kind of brand, and that is indeed the case. The ATS-8 Tarantula. This is the chest piece inspired by the helmet we've seen before, but the perk on this one, the Tarantula, means you take reduced arc damage from minions of the darkness, and arc grenades and arc blade recharge faster. And while that may have its uses, right now that doesn't sound that great, so I'm going to kind of lump this with the ATS-8 Arachnid, and say it's probably another one of those kind of throwaway exotics. Moving on from there, you have the sealed Ahamkara Grasps. We saw these ones again during the Zur Instagram posts, but the perk on this one, Nightmare Fuel, will allow you to gain an additional melee charge, and melee damage has a chance to automatically reload your primary weapon. That'll obviously work really nicely with the brand new Night Stalker melee attack, because obviously you have a smoke bomb, which you can put Toxic in to deal some damage. Then after that we have Shinobu's Vow. This is one we haven't seen before. This is another pair of exotic gauntlets, and the perk on this one is New Tricks. Improves skip grenade, and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. After that, you have Graviton Forfeit, and this one is probably one of the ones that I am super hyped about. This is one of the ones that I probably want more than anything, because the perk Elusive Shadow unlocks the Night Stalker subclass node Shade Step for free. And Shade Step is the one where you can double tap Circle or double tap B to do an evade roll, and the fact that this unlocks that perk for free means I can then spend that talent elsewhere. After that, you have the Skyburner's Arekkz. This is another exotic helmet, and the perk is Versatile Shooter. Heavy weapon kills have a chance to create orbs, and orbs collected when your super is full have a chance to grant special ammo. And then finally on the Hunter's front you have Frost EE5. These are exotic boots, and the perk is Rapid Cooldown. Tighter turn radius while sprinting, increased grenade and melee regeneration while sprinting. Then finally moving on to the Warlock, firstly you have the exotic chest piece, Alchemist Raiment, and the perk on this one is Iron to Gold. Chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo pickups, and orbs collected when your super is full recharge your grenades and your melee. Moving on from there you have the Ophidian Aspect, which are exotic gauntlets, and the perk Viper Totemic, which gives you improved siphon and weapons ready and reload very quickly. After that you have another pair of exotic gauntlets, the Impossible Machines, and the perk Lightning Rod. Unlocks the Stormcaller subclass node Landfall for free. On casting Storm Trance, fire a bolt of lightning into the ground, creating a devastating shockwave under you. You then have an exotic helmet, the Astrokite Verse, and the perk Teleportation. Reduces blink cooldown and increases travel distance. And if you've seen the patch notes, you'll know that blink has been nerfed, and this helmet, when equipped, kind of undoes some of the things that the nerf has put in place. So obviously if you do have this and you are particularly attached to blink, then this could be your way to return it to its former glory. On top of that you have the Stag, which is obviously kind of like paired up with the Ram, but this one looks super awesome, and the perk on it is called Doe or Die. Once per life, your super charges faster when your teammates are dead, and a chance to respawn with an overshield. And then finally, for the very first time ever, Warlocks finally get some exotic boots. Transversive Steps. The perk on this one, Strange Angles, will allow you to gain faster movement speed while crouching, and, picking up ammo, automatically reloads the weapon matching that ammo type, which could be really useful in the Crucible. Either way, that is it for this video. Those are all the exotic armor pieces coming to the Taken King that have been added to the armory to date. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the new exotic selection, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.